Today's video will be another episode of the Grab Bag series. This is where I grab a handful of pocket knives out of a bag and then I set about to fix them up, restore them, clean them up, do whatever needs to be done to them in a 24-hour period. So that episode is coming right up. Hello everybody, and thanks for coming back for another video. This is Dave and I'm glad you're with me. I'm out here in the shop again working on pocket knives. I got yesterday's batch done. It was a pretty easy day for me. There wasn't a lot of work needed to be done on that last hand pick that I did. So we'll jump right in and show you those knives and how they turned out. We'll start off with this one right here. And this is that Smith & Wesson all stainless frame lock knife, and it was in pretty good shape. It had a little bit of stuff on the blade, a little bit of dirt and gum and goo and stuff on it I had to clean off, and then I gave it a good sharpening, fixed up the edge. The tip, I noticed, still needs a little bit of work right there on the tip, but it is nice and sharp now. Like I said, this is an all stainless knife. However, it does have some non-stainless on it, and that is right in here, if you can see that. Yeah, it has a little hole in the blade that when you close it, that little detent goes in place into the little divot. And that is actually steel, and it was a little rusty. So I cleaned it, I took the clip off. There was a little bit of rust underneath the clip too, and I cleaned that off. And I cleaned the rust off of it, and I put a little silver paint on top of it to help protect it from rusting. And that's really all I had to do to this knife. Didn't take much time at all. It's almost like brand new now. It has a really nice feel to it, and it's a really good functional knife now for somebody. This is the Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. We'll see if we can't get that on camera. There we go. Nice knife right there. Next up we have this one. And this is another China-made knife. This one is assisted. You can see it opens up very, very nice, deploys very quick. This one has a half serrated blade. And it just needed a little bit of cleanup. Some of the black anodizing on the aluminum handles was nicked off of it and stuff from use. So all I did really was I took a black Sharpie and I touched it up on the handle to cover up all those little spots where the anodizing was missing on it. And that was about it. Cleaned it up a little bit, and it's ready to go. Yeah, this is an assisted knife. And so there's that knife fixed up. Next up we have this knife right here. And this is the Lipic stamped. I don't think I mentioned it in the video. I don't believe I did. Lipic was actually made by Camillus, primarily from 1927 to about 1940. They were using that name on mostly advertising knives. It might have been exclusively advertising knives, and a lot of the examples that are still around don't have any, like this one. But this one may have had some form of advertising on it originally that wore off. But it's a very well made little knife. The handles are made out of celluloid. So this is like the cracked ice celluloid. There's a couple of cracks here, but they're not too bad on that side. Nothing on this side. I sanded out most of the little scratches. There's still a few in it here and there, but I got most of it out and just gave it a real good cleaning down inside and cleaned the blades off. And so there's that little guy right there, the little Lipic knife made by Camillus. And then next up we have this one right here, and this is a cool little knife. It's a little money clip, gentleman's money clip pocket knife, manicure knife, whatever you want to call it. The blade was a little bit bent, I noticed when I was cleaning it up, so I got it straightened out pretty well. This one was made by Colonial, a Colonial knife company. It does have a few dings in it here and there, but I wasn't going to try and get those out. I just left them in. I just gave it a nice polish, cleaned it up quite a bit. Down inside there was a little bit of rust in it, but I managed to clean that out. I straightened up the nail cleaner and gave it a good cleaning and polishing. And that's actually the nail nick to open up this blade. And that's it on that one. Like I said, it was a pretty easy day. Didn't have a whole lot to do on these. Next up we have this knife here. And this one, I didn't see any markings on it initially in the video, but when I was cleaning it up, I faintly did find Pakistan right up here, so I suspected this was a Pakistani knife, and it is. But here it is in its cleaned up condition. This one has a round spring. It's a lockback with a round spring in it. And it took a nice edge. Not sure how good the edge retention is going to be on this knife. The reason for that is the Pakistani knives, a lot of them are made with recycled materials. A lot of them are mild steels that don't have enough carbon in them to get a really good heat treat hardness out of them. And then two, if it is a decent steel, their heat treating processes aren't the greatest a lot of times. I do believe there are some good makers in Pakistan, but those knives are not exported. They keep them there to use for themselves and to sell to the people that live there. They want to export pretty looking knives with lower quality steel to the United States because they know people will buy them. They're inexpensive. But those who like really good quality knives or use knives a lot and they want their edge to hold up, they're not going to buy one of these. In my experience, their edges just do not last. They don't hold up. And there again, it's because of either inferior materials in the construction of the knife or improper heat treating when they made it. Now, China, on the other hand, their quality has really advanced. Since about the 2010s was when the quality really started turning around in China. A lot of that there's a number of reasons why China's quality has gotten better. So yeah, I did some research on this subject and I found out some things that I wasn't really aware of before. But the economy itself in China has changed quite a bit in the last decade. Their middle class has grown quite a bit, and the middle class demand better quality products. And then in addition to that, influence from Europe and America. A lot of American knife designers went to China and helped them with designs of their knives, knives that would appeal to the American public, and quality issues. They helped them out a lot with quality control. A lot of knife manufacturers in China now, their factories are robotic. They're cranking them out left and right with assembly lines and that type of thing. Their fit, finish, and overall quality of their knives have vastly improved and have actually exceeded the fit, finish, and quality of a lot of the mid-grade American knife manufacturers. Not the top manufacturers that we have in the United States like Case and all the others, but have made some really good advancements in their quality, and I can't knock them up. Some of the Chinese knives I've come into contact with over the last few years have just been really nice knives, and I can't say anything negative about them. So yes, I'm a proud American and I am a veteran and I will buy American, but I can understand the appeal to lesser expensive imported knives, such as those coming out of China. You know, they're kind of hard to beat as far as the price goes, and now that the quality has really gotten good. Quality wasn't always that good, but it has definitely gotten better. So, all that being said, let's grab another handful. What do you say? Here's our bag. I added a few more to it. I've got more coming today. And then, like I said, this weekend I'm going to be out shopping and try to fill this bag up. But I got a big handful today. Here it is right here. And today we have a very diverse group of knives. Looks like old to new. Let's see what it's all about. Okay, starting off, we have this one right here, China. We were just talking about China. It has a 3/4 serrated blade with a broken tip, plastic handle, thumb stud. It doesn't have any markings on it that I see anywhere, so it either wore off or it just had a made in China sticker on it. So we'll fix the tip on this one, clean it up. We won't spend a whole lot of time. Here's another one of these camp knives, multi-tool knives from China. Stainless China, there it is. So we'll give this one a little bit of cleanup. Not too much time on that. Here's another little keychain knife. They're not all China, trust me. Let's look at this one here. Here's a melon tester. It says Turner and Gee, Orlando, Florida. And this is a 2-blade melon tester, probably made in Japan. Hudson line, Japan. I haven't seen Hudson line before. Stainless steel. The blade's in pretty good shape. We've got some corrosion on the brass liners. The pen blade looks pretty good. Let's see if we can get a shot of the corrosion. Right there, you can kind of see some corrosion in there. There again, it has like cracked ice handle scales, nickel bolsters. This one should clean up almost like new. All right, we'll get that one cleaned up. Next up, we have a really inexpensive buck copy, trying to look like a buck. This is not marked on that blade. It's I guess you'd call this like a medium Stockman. There it is, made in China with that circular deal there. And then we have that blade right there. Get over here where you can see it. This one has some form of clamshell handle scales on it. But it doesn't look like it's been overly used at all or overly sharpened or anything like that. So we'll get that one cleaned up. Okay, and then next up we have this one right here. This is an oldie. It's missing the bail, missing the handle coverings, but it's not all dented up at all. It's in really good shape as far as that goes. As you can see, let's see what the blades look like. This is the 46 to 56 Imperial, and it's a 3-blader. This blade does not look bad at all. And then it has a can opener with the patent number on it, and that doesn't look bad. And then we have the cap lifter screwdriver blade, which doesn't look too bad at all. So this one will clean up very nice. Old 46 to 56 Imperial. Pretty nice. We'll make that one look really nice. Then we've got this little guy right here. This is kind of interesting. Little small two-bladed knife. This one's been used and sharpened quite a bit. What does it say here on the blade? Winchester's surgical stainless. A surgeon could use this knife. It has surgical stainless. No such steel as surgical steel. China. There's never been a steel manufactured exclusively for surgical implements. So this has brass liners, pretty neat looking wood in it. I really like that wood. What does the other blade look like? Very nice. There again, it's been sharpened, scratched up a little bit there, you can see. But yeah, that'll be a nice little knife, cleaned up a little bit. And then last up, we've got this one right here. There's the good side. There's the not so good side. Another camp knife here. Looks like an Imperial. Let me see. There's the can opener. And then we've got a nice big screwdriver cap lifter blade. And then here's the main blade. I can tell the tang is really wore on it. This one has been well used. Let's see if I can read it. This has the 36 to 52 Imperial tang stamp. And then this blade here has been broken off. This wasn't a punch blade, I don't think. This was a it had a pen blade and a spear point blade, and then these two tools. So this one does need a lot of work. I'm going to look around in my stash and see what kind of blades I have and parts. Maybe I have some parts for this knife. You know, the blade's not feeling bad now. It's actually retaining pretty well. So we could fix that. It's just this blade here where you're going to have to, yeah, there's not much nail nick left. We're going to have to replace that. I should have something laying around I can replace that blade with. So we'll get this one fixed up. Old Imperial. In pretty poor shape. This one will definitely take the most work. So anyway, that's a look at today's picks, folks. I hope you enjoyed what I grabbed, and you'll come back for the next video showing them all fixed up. I'm going to take a few days off for the holiday weekend, and I will see you again on Tuesday. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and you're having a great day today. This is Dave. See you in the next one.